The legacy of Genghis Khan. Death, division, and the echo across centuries. When the most feared man on earth finally died, no one knew where his body was buried. His empire shattered borders, reshaped civilizations, and rewrote the rules of war. But what happened after the death of Genghis Khan is just as shocking as his rise. His grave has never been found. Some believe he lies in an unmarked tomb in the Khenti Mountains, protected by deadly traps and secrecy. Genghis Khan didn't just want to conquer the world, he wanted to disappear from it. In August of 1227, Genghis Khan died. Instead, it was divided among his 4 sons into massive territories called Caste. The exact cause remains a mystery. Some say it was from falling off his horse, others blame illness, or even wounds from battle. What is certain is this: his death was kept secret. His generals feared that if word got out, their enemies would strike while the empire was vulnerable. They crushed the Jin dynasty, conquered parts of Korea, and most notably invaded Europe. Once again, the future of the empire was shaped not by battle but by succession. The Toluid civil war between Kublai Khan and his brother Arik Barkay split the empire permanently. Kublai, Genghis's grandson, claimed the title of Great Khanbad. He ruled China and founded the Yuan dynasty, but the Western Khanates no longer obeyed him. Mongol forces swept through Poland and Hungary in the 1240s. The United Empire was gone. Genghis Khan had forged a single blade. His descendants broke it into 4 pieces. The Yuan dynasty was overthrown by the Ming in 1368. The Ilkhanate dissolved into chaos and built his own brutal empire in the 14th century. In India, Babur, a Mongol Turkic prince and direct descendant, founded the Mughal Empire, which ruled for centuries. Even the Golden Horde, once a dominant force in Eastern Europe, broke into squabbling factions and was eventually crushed by rising powers like Muscovy. If Gadai hadn't suddenly died in 1241, they may have reached the Atlantic. Legend says that the soldiers who buried him killed everyone who witnessed the funeral procession. Then those soldiers were killed too. To some, he was a demon, a butcher, a storm of death. To others, a visionary, a unifier, a god of war. The sons had different ideas, different ambitions, and different loyalties. He left a shadow that still stretches across the earth today. After his death, Genghis's empire didn't collapse. Gedai Khan, his 3rd son, became the Great Khan and ruled the Central Empire from Chagatai received Central Asia. 1 in 200 people may be a direct male line descendant of Genghis Khan. The youngest held Mongolia. Joki was meant to inherit the western lands, but Joki died before his descendants would later rule the Golden Horde. This division seemed peaceful, but underneath, it sowed the seeds for civil war. Under Gedai Khan, the Mongol war machine rolled on. His death triggered a power struggle that forced the Mongol armies to retreat from Europe. Over the next decades, the Mongol Empire fractured. The Golden Horde, the Ilkhanate in Persia, and the Chagatai Khanate in Central Asia all operated independently. By the late 1300s, most of the Khanates had declined or collapsed, but the Mongols didn't vanish entirely. In Central Asia, Tamerlane claimed descent from Genghis's lineage. Genghis Khan's legacy isn't just in blood and battle. He changed the world in ways many never realize. He created a postal system that inspired modern logistics. His rule spread paper money, standardized weights, and commercial freedom. He promoted religious tolerance in a time of theocracy and fanaticism. He connected the East and West like never before, paving the way for the Silk Road's golden age. He reduced feudalism and gave merit a place above nobility, and perhaps most shockingly, genetic studies suggest that as many as 16 million men alive today carry his Genghis Khan died nearly 800 years ago, but his name is immortal. He destroyed empires, but he also built one of the most interconnected civilizations the world had ever seen. No matter how you judge him, one thing is undeniable. The world was never the same after Genghis Khan. He was born in obscurity, died in mystery, but between those two moments, he bent the world to his will. Genghis Khan didn't just leave a legacy,